Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Jessica Pimentel and I'm a flight attendant for an airline in the United States and also a pilot, just not for an airline, so we're getting there. I am working a quick trip to Chicago, layover, and then come right back. So I'm on the 737. I am the princess position number 4, so I will see you guys when we get to Chicago. All right, everyone, I am here in my hotel in Chicago, and this hotel is beautiful, honestly, but there is a million people downstairs, and they're also doing construction downstairs, so it's really loud. But anyway, this flight was quick and easy, no delays, no issues, and layover is about 13 hours and 30 minutes, so I really don't have any plans. It is already 12:30 in the morning right now, so I'm just going to kick off my shoes, shower, and hop into bed. I will see you guys in the morning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially on the airplane. We are going from Chicago to LaGuardia. Miss it there, definitely. I'm excited to be at LaGuardia for a little bit. Maybe I'll run into some of my past coworkers. And then I am going to go from LaGuardia to Miami. Just a quick little day. Hopefully it all goes smoothly. And yeah, still position number 4. So I will see you guys in LaGuardia. All right, everybody, so this 2-day that I'm recording sort of ends here because I go to LaGuardia, get some Mexican food, and then the flight is delayed about 2 hours because we are stuck on the tarmac with nowhere to go. It was basically chaos at LaGuardia that day and too many planes on the taxiways and nowhere to go. This is the start of a 3-day for me here on this next day. I'm at a new gym. I'm in Phoenix, so I just want to give you some background story here. I'm sorry that this might not make any sense, but please just stay tuned for another fun, wild 3-day and summer flying madness. Good morning, everyone. So I actually started making this video like 4 days ago. I had a 2-day and that trip just was a disaster. So now I am working a 3-day. Later tonight, maybe I'll explain what happened in my 2-day, but I'm working a 3-day, although yesterday also was really rushed and I just didn't really record anything. So today is day 2 of my 3-day and I am in Phoenix, Arizona, as you saw that beautiful sunset at the airport in the beginning of this video. Absolutely gorgeous. And now I'm going to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico, just for a turn though, and then coming right back to Phoenix and then going to St. Louis. So we have a 3-leg day. Unfortunately, we are starting on a delay because the APU was broken on the last plane that we had. So we did a plane swap really quick, a gate change, and now we should be taking off or getting ready to board here pretty soon. So let's go. Hello everyone, I am finally in my hotel room and today has been quite the interesting day. So story time right now, all right? So we worked Phoenix to Cabo, Cabo back to Phoenix, and then we went through customs and then came to St. Louis. So first flight from Phoenix to Cabo, super easy, pretty empty flight, so it was light. Haven't seen a light flight like that in a while. We get to Cabo, they actually deplane through stairs versus a jet bridge. So you go directly off the plane to a staircase, to a bus, and then that takes you to the terminal, right? Well, after everybody deplaned, the airport was hit with crazy thunderstorms. It started raining like crazy, so all the cleaners were inside. A lot of the flight attendants were in first class, kind of waiting around the cleaners for them to be done. And then so much water started building up inside of the front galley, like immediately, because it just kind of went from 0 to 100. And then that water started seeping into the flight deck. And then there got water in the flight deck. The captain comes out, closes the door, and he's like, his like feet were wet from the water. And then of course we closed the door and all of our suitcases are wet right there. So then we had to call maintenance just in case like there got waters on like the avionics and everything of the plane. And then the thunder and lightning happened actually for quite some time. So we couldn't even start boarding because then they closed down the ramp in Cabo because there was lightning, and it just was crazy. So I have never seen like a flight deck flooding situation before until now. So this was definitely a first for me, but it was pretty funny. But it was definitely resolved really well. It just, the flight was delayed about an hour, meaning we were delayed getting into Phoenix for about an hour. And then that meant that our flight coming from Phoenix to St. Louis was also delayed like 45-ish minutes. So it is 10:15-ish right now for me, and I'm pretty tired. It was a 3-leg day. These 3-leg days are really long, and I prefer 2-leg days. You know, I just like them better. Or one leg is the way to go. But anyway, I am at my hotel. I am tired and I'm ready to go to sleep. I did mention how my 2-day, my last trip was crazy, but I think that's enough for this chat. I think maybe I'll tell you guys about that trip another time or later at the end of this one. So hopefully tomorrow runs smoothly. We're starting the day with a deadhead to Dallas, so pickup is at 12 o'clock. So my layover isn't too short. So I'm gonna get a workout in the morning, and then I will see you guys at the airport. So definitely a change of scenery. I ended up not filming anything the next day after my St. Louis layover. You saw that I went to the gym, got to the airport, had a deadhead, and then that's all you saw. So this past few days were kind of weird. I basically worked a 2-day to Chicago and then right after that, a 3-day to Phoenix and St. Louis. But I was actually kind of dealing with some personal drama, personal problems going around in that time, and I just like did not feel like recording anything because I was just not in a good mood. So I feel like the videos kind of sucked anyway, and I never even brought out my camera to record anything after that deadhead that I showed you guys, and I just like wasn't in the right headspace. Not to mention I was alone at work. Like I was working with new people that I didn't know. That's just part of the job. You work with new people every time, most of the time, right? You can technically buddy bid, you can fly with people you know, and it's always nice when that happens. But for the majority of the time, like you're working with people you don't know. And of course, I'm laying over places alone, like by myself. And I just think that this job is great. I love this lifestyle. I love being a crew member. I love everything that goes into aviation. I truly do love it. But sometimes it's just when you're down, sometimes I think being alone makes you even more down. And I've been great actually learning like so much about myself in regards to how to feel less alone and how to just kind of find company within yourself and be okay with it. Something that I like to talk about every now and then because so many people get hired as a flight attendant or they want to be a pilot and they don't realize like the loneliness that actually comes with this job. And that is such a big deal in my opinion because it could really make or break your career. If you hate being by yourself, then maybe this isn't the best career option for you, right? Of course, once you get into the field, there's all these different avenues that you can take. But either way, it's just something to talk about and bring light to the situation. And just know that if you are a flight attendant or a crew member and you're feeling alone, that you're actually not alone because a lot of crew members feel this way as well. But anyway, that's gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm sorry that it's all over the place and it might not really make any sense, but anyway, it's basically just part of a 2-day and then part of a 3-day, and both trips were pretty hectic and pretty wild. So that's it. That's all I'm gonna have for this video. I appreciate all of your guys' support, and I will see you in the next one. Beijinhos. Ciao, ciao.